Are you looking for some delicious, simple side dishes that are perfect for the warmer months? Then you're going to love these 3 salads. All 3 of them are easy to throw together, really highlight seasonal flavors and produce, and can even be made up to a few days in advance of serving. The first is a roasted red pepper and artichoke salad that really just keeps getting better the longer it sits in its zingy dressing. The second is a charred corn salad that is super easy to make, but is so intensely flavored that it may just be your favorite salad ever. And the third is a bright cold pasta salad that's tossed in a lightly acidic dressing and uses plenty of sun-dried tomatoes and toasted pine nuts. None of these salads require any special equipment to make and are the perfect addition to any barbecue or picnic. And if you're new here, I'm Maggie. This is No Frills Kitchen, where I teach you how to cook with confidence with nothing fancy required.
We'll start with a delightful roasted red pepper salad. First thing is to toast your almonds. Do this by simply adding some slivered almonds to a rimmed baking sheet. Transfer to a 180C 350F oven for about 4 to 5 minutes or until they're golden and fragrant. Remove them from the oven and increase the temperature to 220C or 425F. Prep your peppers and onions while the oven is preheating. Simply slice a few red peppers into large panels, ensuring you don't get any of the ribs and seeds. For the onion, cut off the flower end, cut the onion in half, and remove the peel. Then cut the onions into 8s through the root end and add it with the peppers to a rimmed baking sheet. Toss in olive oil and season with salt. Then roast them until everything is tender and charred, about 20 to 30 minutes. Give them a flip halfway through if you're worried they're browning unevenly. While the veggies are roasting, get the dressing together. Add a bit of olive oil to a large mixing bowl, then add in some sherry vinegar and a bit of honey for a little sweetness. Now grate in a clove of garlic and season generously with a good amount of black pepper and a pinch of salt. Then roughly chop some canned artichoke hearts. Make sure they are simply brined and unseasoned. You don't want to use marinated artichoke hearts in this salad as it will cause some off flavors. Also chop a bunch of fresh parsley and fresh oregano and add it to the bowl as well. Once the peppers and onions are done, cut the peppers into smaller pieces and add it to the bowl with the dressing. Add in the onions too. Then toss everything to combine and let sit at room temp in the dressing for at least 30 minutes. Or up to 3 days in the fridge. Stir in the almonds before serving and enjoy. Now onto the corn salad, which is one of my absolute favorite ways to enjoy fresh corn in season. Remove the kernels from the corn cobs by using a sharp knife to cut along the cob. I find it's a good idea to invert a smaller bowl into a large bowl to easily catch all of the kernels. Now it's time to char the corn. Add some neutral oil to a large cast iron skillet. Put the skillet over high heat, and once the oil is smoking, add the corn all at once. Allow the corn to cook in char, stirring only occasionally to ensure proper browning, for about 5 to 8 minutes. Don't be alarmed when the corn pops and jumps. This is super normal and it's just going to happen. While you're cooking the corn, you can go ahead and get together the dressing. To a large bowl, add a bit of fresh lemon juice and a spoonful of Dijon mustard. Then, optionally, chop up an anchovy fillet for a bit of complex flavor. Finally, grate in a clove of garlic and then whisk everything to combine. Once the corn is done, add it to the bowl with the dressing. To the corn, add a bunch of fresh parsley and a good amount of chopped fresh basil. Then, roughly chop some sun-dried tomatoes. Finally, I'm going to take a vegetable peeler to a block of Parmesan cheese and shave a bit into the salad. The cheese like this partly melts and partly stays whole and offers a really delicious flavor and texture. All I need to do now is season with a generous amount of pepper, a bit of salt, mix, and serve. All right, let's make our pasta salad. This salad is so addictively delicious that it's sure to be a hit no matter who it's served to. I like to make a big batch of it and then eat it for lunch throughout the week. First off, cook your pasta according to the package instructions. Use whatever small pasta shape you'd like here. It really doesn't matter. Then toast your pine nuts. This is the same process as the almonds I use in the red pepper salad. Just put them on a rimmed baking sheet and toast them in a 180C 350F oven for about 5 minutes. Meanwhile, it's time to mix the salad dressing. This can be easily done just in the bowl you plan to toss the salad in. Add in some sherry vinegar and a bit of lemon zest. Then squeeze in some lemon juice. Add a splash of soy sauce and a little bit of tomato paste. Finally, add a spoonful of Dijon mustard and grate in a clove of garlic. Whisk all of this until well combined before streaming in the oil. I recommend using the oil from your jar of sun-dried tomatoes because it's so flavorful and really just adds to the tomatoiness of the salad. Stream in the oil while whisking constantly to make a steady emulsion. Add a few generous grinds of black pepper for seasoning. Then it's time to add your cooked pasta to the dressing. Next, thinly slice a red onion. Then chop a bit of fresh basil and some fresh parsley and add it to the bowl. and roughly chop a bunch of sun-dried tomatoes. Finally, shave some Parmesan cheese into the bowl with a vegetable peeler and then go ahead and add your toasted pine nuts. Season generously with black pepper. Then toss everything to combine. Now, you could serve this immediately, however the flavors will kind of mellow and meld into each other the longer it sits, so it's good even a few days later. Let me know in the comments which of these salads you're most excited to try, and make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss my next videos. Enjoy!